if you want to build that can add clear and be able to spawn all these type of threadlings and have crazy survivability, then this is the build video for you. As you can see in this clip, we have so many threadlings going on. You have woven mail, you're severing, you're basically making it so you take next to no damage. And again, in the Nether, like a hard content like this, it makes it a lot easier. Now this is an expert mode, but trust me, it works. So stay tuned for the build. What's going on, everybody? So this is my first build video back, and I wanted to do a little strand build with the new borrow dyad. Uh, this works with any strand gun, but also this one. So moving into the build, we have whirling maelstrom and widow silk as our aspects. Whirling maelstrom is definitely the most important, from as you saw in the clip in the beginning. You're gonna have these up everywhere, and they also work very well with our first fragment. Widow Silk allows it so you can always have, grapple, so you can always have Pseudarachnes up, so you can have Widows or Woven Mail anywhere you go. You can use Threaded Spectre as well, but I'll get into that a little later. The first fragment is Thread of Fury. Whenever you defeat an enemy with a tangle, it gives you melee energy. This works with Maelstrom, so anytime it's doing the spinny thing, you'll see your melee energy will go way up through the roof, so you'll always be able to just sever everybody. It's very nice, again, more survivability. Dealing damage just in general, grenade gives you grenade energy. So again, you'll always have that melee, that grapple melee up. I have that start of generation. Threat of isolation I have, which is so whenever you do a bunch of precision hits, you have a severing burst. I'm still iffy about this one. I like this a lot, but to be completely honest, it could definitely be replaced because again, severing I feel with the melee and all that, it can feel a little not needed and a little less impactful. I'll go over, you know, other ones. I've thought of continuity though, where mainly your sever will be a lot longer on people, which is very nice, which again kind of helps with just always having sever. If you wanted to change them out, what would I recommend? Um, Threat of transmutation could be very good because just have tangles up, but I don't know if you need that. Threat of evolution, I would also say could be good. I've never really used this, so I can't recommend it. But this build always have threadlings everywhere, so I couldn't see how making it do more damage. There's still a little more testing I want to do, but this is definitely what I've been using for a while. Getting into the actual loadout, again, using Borrow Dyad, you could use any strand weapon. I'm using the new Psycho Pop, which the main reason I recommend this is Rolling Storm, because Final Blows grant you Bolt Charge, so you can actually get Bolt Charge with this build, um, which is insane. Because if you get max Bolt Charge, obviously it's just insane amounts of extra DPS, which is also very helpful. Again, same thing here. You can get Rolling Storm on the new LMG. I don't have it in my inventory right now, but you can use the LMG or you can use really whatever heavy. Artifact also makes this build quite a bit better because whenever you get an orb of power, you're gonna have unravel rounds, which you're gonna make so many orbs of power. So you're gonna always have that. Um, the other one is damaging unraveled targets spawn threadlings. Again, they're literally always unraveled. So you're having threadlings everywhere, which also again buffing threadlings makes it better. You could also use this one, so whenever you defeat a severed target, there's a blinding burst. Pretty nice. I don't know if I noticed this as much, but it's why not. So I'd always recommend those. Those are the main things that you'd want. The exotic we're using is Certarachnes. Just being able to have woven mail when you grapple, it's by far the easiest way to get woven mail. The only other exotic you could maybe use is, Balance of Power with Threaded Spectre, because, you do have a lot of grenade energy on this build, so maybe you don't need Widow's Soak and you want Threaded Spectre for survivability. You know, I don't know if I'd use that, but if you want to use that with the new exotic or a newer exotic, you definitely could. Um, the main mods that we're having here is Harmonic Siphon, right? Obviously, for Orbs of Power. I like Loader because the weapon's pretty slow and you always are reloading it for the thing. Heavy Handed's nice because you're always throwing that melee for, you know, severing. Same thing here, just getting your class ability so you can dodge more to get your melee back. whatever resists you want here. Recuperation is actually not bad here because for the Nether, because again you have orbital power everywhere. So you're picking these up. They don't give you a lot of health, but they do give you health, which is very nice. It can help you with survivability. I like running a strand weapon search here, which could be a little weird, but I feel that again I always have 3 armor pieces, so just making my SMG feel even better just feels really nice, especially with when it comes for one for all. I feel like it's gonna just shred. Um, and you don't need. I don't really feel like I ever need special ammo, so it's not like I need special ammo finisher or anything, especially with the artifact mod. I use Reaper and Bomber again, just keeping abilities down. I like powerful attraction because I'm always dodging, so again helps me collect those power to have those armor charges up. So yeah, the main stats you want to go for here, of course, mobility, of course, resilience. To be honest, though, you could definitely do either discipline or intellect. Intellect, I wouldn't know necessarily say I recommend it, but you really don't have a lot of super regeneration in this build, so you don't get your super up a lot. You just ability spam and everything. So, you know, I don't know, but the super's not even that great either way. So you do you. But that's the final build. You know, it definitely still has some tuning. I want to try out this gun when it actually gets everything with, the catalyst and all that. But I think this can shred. This obviously does really well in the Nether. That's what I mainly use. I have a couple more builds that I might make a build video on. I just want to, fully optimize them and make them the best that I can for you guys. So that's it from me, but that's it. Peace out.